How's it going, IO? In this video, we're going to explain Kylie Jenner's crazy lion headdress, give you a massive update about Alec Baldwin, and Maya Rudolph's M&M Discourse. First off, when it comes to fashion, how far is too far? Kylie Jenner has got everyone debating that question when she arrived at Paris Fashion Week wearing a lifelike lion's head on her shoulder. The thing was so real, it looked like a genuine piece of taxidermy, which obviously disturbed a lot of animal activists. Her Schiaparelli dress was made of foam, wool, and silk fake fur, and it was hand painted to look as lifelike as possible. In fact, it looked so realistic that the brand had to release a statement about it on social media. In all caps, they posted, "No animals were harmed in making this look." But of course, Kylie still received a large amount of backlash. One user wrote, "We have to stop showing animals as luxury products. They may be made from foam, but these are endangered species that have historically been killed for their pelts to be turned into garments." Another user wrote, "No matter how you justify it to your models and celebrities, the faux animal couture is a huge problem with implications you don't understand. Even though no animals were harmed, the concept promotes wearing animals for fashion and a disgustingly out-of-touch mentality that the elite continue to suffer from." World Animal News retweeted a video of the reality star in the gown and wrote, "A disturbing video of Kylie Jenner wearing a lion head at the Schiaparelli fashion show. Although they stated it as faux, how could they possibly think this is fashion? This sends the wrong message and fuels not only the exotic fur trade, but trophy hunting." Carrie Johnson, animal rights campaigner and wife of former Prime Minister Boris Johnson, described the designs as grim, writing on her Instagram, "Real or fake, this just promotes trophy hunting. Yuck." But not everyone was raging at Kylie Jenner. In the strangest turn of events, the president of PETA, Ingrid Newkirk, actually came out praising the look. In a statement, she said, "Kylie's look celebrates lions, beauty, and maybe a statement against trophy hunting, in which lion families are torn apart to satisfy human egotism." So clearly she thought the dress was a positive thing. Kylie's look was one of a series of fake fur garments designed by Daniel Rosenberry. The collection also included a black wolf's head, modeled by Naomi Campbell, and a strapless snow leopard gown, with an equally realistic head attached to the bodice. Apparently the fashion show was inspired by Dante's Inferno and the 9 Circles of Hell. Rosenberry drew inspiration from 3 of the beasts that appear in that 14th century poem. He reimagined the leopard, the lion, and the she-wolf in the collection, which is supposed to represent lust, pride, and avarice. Now, if that sounds terrifying, it's meant to be. Rosenberry said that if the clothes are instilling fear in you, then they're doing their job. He describes his collection saying, "Inferno, Purgatorio, Paradiso. One cannot exist without the other. It is a reminder that there is no such thing as heaven without hell. There is no joy without sorrow. There is no ecstasy of creation without the torture of doubt." Sounds lovely. And guess who else got with the theme? Doja Cat looked like she crawled straight out of hell when she rocked up to the show with her entire face and body painted red and studded with 30,000 Swarovski crystals. Her look was called Doja's Inferno, and apparently it took more than 5 hours to apply. According to celebrity makeup artist Pat McGrath and her team of professionals, they painstakingly hand-placed each crystal onto Doja's skin. First, her hair was covered in caps, then her skin was painted red, before crystals and gold dust were applied to her body. Obviously, it was a lengthy process, but the payoff was clearly worth it. Not only did she stick to the theme of Dante's 9 Circles of Hell, but she looked like a life-size ruby. And of course, it wasn't long before videos of the show went viral on Twitter. Someone posted a clip of Kylie and Doja sitting in the front row with the caption, "This video is so funny. Doja Cat completely red and covered in glitter. The effing elevator music. Kylie Jenner has a giant lion head on her lap for some reason." Someone in the comments said they look straight out of the Hunger Games. Another user just wrote, "Rich people are so weird." Next up, we have a crazy update on Alec Baldwin's Rust case. Might upset a few people, but his lawyer has now confirmed that he will be keeping his role in the movie Rust, and it's about to restart production. Helena Hutchinson's husband, Matt, is also set to remain as the film's executive producer, which is a role that he took on as a part of the wrongful death lawsuit that was settled in October. The director Joel Souza will also be returning, despite the fact that he was one of the 2 people injured in the incident. Melina Spadone, the attorney for Rust Movie Productions, said that as the film proceeds, production will include on-set safety supervisors and union crew members, and they will bar any use of working weapons or any ammunition. She said that as of now, the film is still on track to be completed. As we know, after the more than year-long investigation following the October 2021 incident, Alec Baldwin was charged with 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter. His attorney, Luke Nykus, responded to the news in a statement, saying, "This decision distorts Helena Hutchinson's tragic death and represents a terrible miscarriage of justice. Mr. Baldwin had no reason to believe there was a live bullet in the firearm or any anywhere on the movie set. He relied on the professionals with whom he worked, who assured him that it did not have live round. We will fight these charges and we will win. At the moment, people are still divided over whether or not he deserves the charges. Piers Morgan responded to the news on his talk show and described Alec as the epitome of Hollywood arrogance. Quote, "There is no doubt that it was an accident, but Helena Hutchins died, leaving behind a grief-stricken husband and a young child, and the person holding the firearm that fired a bullet and killed her was Alec Baldwin." He went on to say it was him who did that, fired a bullet into his co-worker's body and snuffed out her life. Nobody else's hands were anywhere near the weapon. Pierce also brought up Alec's 2021 interview with ABC News, where he said, "I feel that someone is responsible for what happened, and I can't say who that is, but I know it's not me." He pointed to this as evidence that the actor does not feel guilt over the incident, but not everyone feels that he's deserving of the charges. Mickey Rourke spoke out in defense of Alec and released a statement saying, "I usually never put my 2 cents in about what happens on someone's movie set. It's a terrible tragedy what happened to cinematographer Helena Hutchins, but no way in hell actor Alec Baldwin should be charged with any negligence whatsoever." This news comes on top of mounting criticism against the actor, who earlier this month took to his Instagram page to beg his followers to also follow his wife Hilaria Baldwin. And yeah, that didn't go down too well with people. The plea was apparently his birthday gift to her, and he posted 4 separate videos to his 2.5 million Instagram followers, encouraging them to do as he asked. In one clip he said, "I would like to ask you a small favor, and that is, my wife is just centimeters shy of 1 million followers on Instagram. I would like to ask you as a birthday gift, or even just a gesture to my wife, would you follow her on Instagram? I would like as many of you as possible. I would like a really great surge of people to follow my wife on Instagram and say happy birthday." As for Hilaria, she clearly approved the message and liked all of her husband's posts. Now, to be fair, there's nothing wrong with wanting to get more followers on Instagram, but with everything going on at the moment, it's no wonder the Baldwins came off as insensitive. Many fans took to the comment section complaining that the begging made them cringe. One user wrote, "Really? I'm almost embarrassed for you for even asking. How shallow." Another person wrote, "What is wrong with people? Seriously, I would be ashamed to ask for something like that. So many serious things are happening in the world and here you are asking for more followers for your wife." But despite the backlash, Hilaria did end up reaching her goal and they both seem pretty happy with the end result. So what do you think? Was the request inappropriate, or are people just looking for another reason to be mad? And now we have to talk about the Maya Rudolph M&M Discourse because it's just getting ridiculous. The Mars brand released a statement yesterday saying that they're replacing their M&M mascots with actress Maya Rudolph after they faced a ton of criticism over their new makeover. Maya is now set to star in the M&M Super Bowl commercial, and the company has now given her the title of Chief of Fun. CEO Gabrielle Wesley told CNBC that the original colorful cast of M&M's spokes candies are at present pursuing other personal passions. She went on to say that in the coming weeks, the company will announce what the M&M spokes candies are up to over the next few weeks before, during, and after the Super Bowl. And they will be doing this over their website and through their social media channels. As for Maya, she reacted to the news saying, "I am a lifelong lover of the candy, and I feel like it's such an honor to be asked to be part of such a legendary brand campaign. It's a very fun pairing if I do say so myself. I think little Maya would be thrilled to get to work with M&M's. But you might be wondering why the drastic change. It's true that the mascots, or spokes candies, however you like to call them, have represented the M&M's in commercials and all their marketing since 1960. They have been the face of the company for more than half a century, and they were iconic. But the company took a lot of heat early last year when they rebranded all the mascots with a new backstory, clothing, and personality, all in an effort to be more inclusive. For instance, people have long criticized the green M&M for being too sexy, so the company switched out her knee-high boots for sneakers and put more emphasis on her feminist values. The orange M&M became a mascot that was riddled with anxiety, and the company added a new purple M&M, which is said to be the first female peanut M&M that was designed to represent inclusivity. But the rebrand was slammed by conservatives, like Fox News host Tucker Carlson, who said that the makeover was another example of a liberal agenda gone too far. He called them woke M&Ms and complained that the company will not be satisfied until every last cartoon character is deeply unappealing and totally androgynous. He said, "Until the moment when you wouldn't want to have a drink with any one of them, that's the goal. When you're totally turned off, we've achieved equity. They've won." Describing the new mascots, Carlson called the green M&M a lesbian and called the purple M&M obese. In fact, that last quote is so absurd that it has now become a meme on TikTok, with users questioning why Tucker Carlson wanted to be attracted to the M&Ms so badly. So it turns out that yes, there is an appropriate level of sexiness that M&M figures should display in their footwear, and America is divided over how sexy that should be. In response to the controversy, the company announced that it would take an indefinite pause from its spokes candies because they were simply too divisive for a polarized America to take. Mars posted a statement saying, "America, let's talk. In the last year, we've made some changes to our beloved spokes candies. We weren't sure if anyone would even notice, and we definitely didn't think it would break the internet. Now we get it. Even a candy's shoes can be polarizing, which was the last thing M&Ms wanted since we're all about bringing people together. Therefore, we have decided to take an indefinite pause on the spokes candies. In their place, we are proud to introduce a spokesperson that America can agree on." The company went on to say that she will champion the power of fun, create a world where everyone feels like they belong. The comment section was filled with many different opinions on the change, but most people felt that the company should not be getting rid of the mascots altogether. One user wrote, "If you're actually upset about the shoes a cartoon piece of candy wears, seek help immediately." Another user tagged the company and said, "This is absolutely pathetic. You're backing down from Tucker Carlson because he was sexually confused about your candy?" So obviously the outrage has continued on. Either way, it looks like the company just can't seem to win. So what do you guys think about the latest news? Please let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video. In response to the controversy, the company announced that it would take